2 Samuel chapter 24. And again, the anger of the Lord was kindled against Israel, and he moved David against them to say, "Go, number Israel and Judah." For the king said to Joab, the captain of the host, which was with him, "Go now through all the tribes of Israel, from Dan even to Beersheba, and number you the people, that I may know the number of the people." And Joab said to the king, "Now the Lord your God add to the people how many soever they be 100-fold, and that the eyes of my lord the king may see it. But why does my lord the king delight in this thing?" Nevertheless, the king's word prevailed against Joab and against the captains of the host, and Joab and the captains of the host went out from the presence of the king to number the people of Israel. And they passed over Jordan and camped in Aroer on the right side of the city that lies in the midst of the river of Gad, and toward Jazer. Then they came to Gilead and to the land of Tathmadash, and they came to Danjan and about to Zidon, and came to the stronghold of Tyre, and to the cities of the Hivites and of the Canaanites, and they went out to the south of Judah, even to Beersheba. So when they had gone through all the land, they came to Jerusalem at the end of 9 months and 20 days. And Joab gave up the sum of the number of the people to the king, and there were in Israel 800,000 mighty men that drew the sword, and men of Judah were 500,000 men. And David's heart smote him after that he had numbered the people. And David said to the Lord, "I have sinned greatly in that I have done, and now I beseech you, O Lord, take away the iniquity of your servant, for I have done very foolishly." For when David was up in the morning, the word of the Lord came to the prophet Gad, David's prophet, saying, "Go and say to David, thus says the Lord, I offer you 3 things. Choose you one of them, that I may do it to you." So Gad came to David and told him and said to him, "Shall 7 years of famine come to you in your land, or will you flee 3 months before your enemies while they pursue you? Or that there be 3 days pestilence in your land? Now consider and see what answer I shall return to him that sent me." And David said to Gad, "I am in a great distress. Let us fall now into the hand of the Lord, for his mercies are great, and let me not fall into the hand of man." So the Lord sent a pestilence among Israel from the morning even to the time appointed, and there died of the people from Dan even to Beersheba 70,000 men. And when the angel stretched out his hand upon Jerusalem to destroy it, the Lord repented him of the evil, and said to the angel that destroyed the people, "It is enough. Stay now your hand." And the angel of the Lord was by the threshing place of Araunah the Jebusite. And David spoke to the Lord when he saw the angel that smote the people, and said, "Lo, I have sinned, and I have done wickedly. But these sheep, what have they done? Let your hand, I pray you, be against me, and against my father's house." And Gad came that day to David and said to him, "Go up, rear an altar to the Lord in the threshing floor of Araunah the Jebusite." And David, according to the saying of Gad, went up as the Lord commanded. And Araunah looked and saw the king and his servants coming on toward him. And Araunah went out and bowed himself before the king on his face upon the ground. And Araunah said, "Why is my lord the king come to the servant?" And David said, "To buy the threshing floor of you, to build an altar to the Lord, that the plague may be stayed from the people." And Araunah said to David, "Let my lord the king take and offer up what seems good to him. Behold, here be oxen for burnt sacrifice, and threshing instruments, and the yokes of the oxen for wood." All these things did Araunah as a king give to the king. And Araunah said to the king, "The Lord your God accept you." And the king said to Araunah, "Nay, but I will surely buy it of you at a price. Neither will I offer burnt offerings to the Lord my God of that which does cost me nothing." So David bought the threshing floor and the oxen for 50 shekels of silver, and David built there an altar to the Lord and offered burnt offerings and peace offerings. So the Lord was entreated for the land, and the plague was stayed from Israel.